Back to reality. Everything's gonna be old school today.
Everything's old school today.
What are we in? What year are we in right now?
We're in 2004. All right, guys. Remember when we put doors on the cars that folded up? We molded bodies, and we tried to still make as much power as we could with the tech we had. Well, guess what? One of those just rolled in the door. This car was featured in Super Street magazine years ago. It's got Lambo doors, molded body kit, and it's still a pretty clean setup. It's got a little upkeep to do. We've got an AEM V1 and an H22. So it had a fully built H22 in it, and after years of driving and beating on, they actually had a problem, so they went and stuck a bone stock JDM H22 in it, and they want it turned down. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna get it set up and running correctly on the stock engine. So let's go.
What was it called? The Great White. The Great White. This was a big time show car years ago. Molded side skirts, molded bumpers, Lambo doors, bride seats, gauges, stereo, lights everywhere. This is 2000s Fast and Furious right here.
Brent was a little kid, huh?
Yeah. This was when Brent was Shane's age.
This is what Shane's car was at one point.
Yeah, we were just talking about that.
On Super Street, it was pushing 560.
560.
Yep, Super Street magazine.
That's sweet.
Oh, on Super Street.
So, right on. We'll have fun turning it down, Brent.
Carbon fiber wheels?
Carbon fiber on the wheels. Look, the keyhole's even gone out of the trunk.
Yeah, back in the day.
Like, everything's molded.
These were hot when I was a teenager. Lambo doors and everything.
And this is like really well kept up still.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh man, putting your brother on blast there. It's a good thing he's not right here. He might kick you in the shin.
Good thing the front bumper wasn't molded on.
We took the front bumper off so we could get it on the tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say, good thing it wasn't molded on. You can't get anywhere with that thing. So low.
It's going back.
Oh, and we got lights.
Yeah.
Do all the lights work too?
Maybe not. No, I don't think all the.
All the underglow doesn't work anymore.
Underglow?
Yeah, dude. Shane's car still has them on it. They don't work, but they're there.
You're gonna put them on Sho'nuff?
I am.
He's been obsessing about that, yeah.
We gotta bring those back, Brent.
Well, see in the movie it's got that song, You Got That Glow. So I gotta put the glow under it now.
I'm gonna have to get some for Honda. You're gonna have to get some for the
really
SRT so we go
When you're
through.
really gonna go fast, you gotta turn the glow on.
That's what it is. That's why I've been
Just
going
turn your headlights off and just glow it.
All right, let's go.
You want this one down too? Or you want to fly?
No, we gotta fly.
You gotta fly. Let's get out of here just in case.
We should probably sink it, because he did just change the engine, so let's sink it. Yep. So this was a fully built engine, made 560 plus horsepower. They had a issue with that engine, and they have just stuck a stock H22 in here. They just want the power turned down, so we're just gonna go ahead and run through the whole tune-up. We're on AEM V1. This is an older build, but I still got the antique stuff laying around, and we're just gonna get it set up and try to just make it run real good. So let's go. Steve, can you clear those dynos off the screen? Okay, we just synced. Okay, with the AEM V1, it's pretty nice. When you sync the timing, I just come in here and I can advance or retard it to get it right on the money. He doesn't have to loosen the bolts on the distributor and turn it, which is kind of a nice feature for the older system. And now that we're synced, we are ready to go. So we're gonna make an initial pull to see what we have on the wastegate. And if we don't have enough boost out of it, then we're probably gonna have to change the spring, but we will find out right now. So let's go ahead and roll this thing. Got the logger on. We're ready to go. Put it out early just so I know what kind of power and boost I'm starting to make. So, being a stock engine on pump gas, that was set up for a lot of power. I didn't want to just get too crazy here. So.
288. That was 288.
288, not bad. So for an old turd system, this thing works pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It does what I'm telling it to. I know a lot of the world. And you can see my fuel map here. Let me see that camera real quick. So you can see my fuel map here. The numbers are all the same on these older versions. So let's click on that a little bit. So you can see every cell is the same. Every number. So you can see whether you're at negative 10 on the vacuum, we're at, this number is still 22. Every number here is the same. Now you ask, why is that? It's because we're tuning in something called boost comp. So when coming to this advanced fuels, fuel trims, boost fuel correction table, and let's look at this graph. And you can see when you're in the vacuum, we are pulling, right now we are pulling around 72% of the fuel. And then as we get into boost, we add fuel in a percentage. So this linear curve here, usually this is straight. So somebody's done a deviation right here, whether there's injector set up weird or whatever. We shouldn't get into that range, but that is what that does. Let me see here. All right, but you can see, so this is all on boost comp, and that is another way to tune these old AEM systems. It's the way I prefer to do it. It's way simpler, it's fast. And then you just work in your fuel trims. You work that fuel trim, and you'll work the fuel trim for the throttle position. So this, I'll probably change this. I do more linear. I don't have these weird little lulls right here. I usually just do a straight thing. That way stuff's more predictable. But it's a place to start. Hey guys, are you ready? Because I am.
294.
Not bad. Kind of the area we're thinking we'll be in.
Yep.
I can change a few things real quick and see, make a little more power, but all right, let's see where she goes, but I'm feeling it's gonna be a fun little ride. All right, let's go. All right.
308.
Woo! It's a great spot for this thing, I believe. So.
Yeah. Did you turn up the boost a touch there? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
Just trimmed her out. It was still a little heavy in the fuel, so I just trimmed it. We're about 1140s now, so
Heck yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Way to do it.
Yes, sir.
You want me to put that line back on top and see what it does?
Yeah. See what it does with some boost control on it. Not necessarily want to turn it up, but we want to leave it hooked up in case he wants to turn it up.
Try to make it a little more.
Better than check the plugs, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, just trying to get the E-boost to kind of do what we want it to do. So we'll see if she's... All right, let's go. All right.
There you go. 339.
I feel good about that. How about you?
I like it.
That was sweet.
What'd you see for boost?
Around 11 pounds.
Okay.
Yep, let's call that good, huh?
Shit, you spelled it wrong.
Imagine.
Oh man, could you imagine? Can you imagine if that was all spelled wrong?
Hey, hold on. He's not done unstrapping the front.
Yeah, calm down.
I thought Kyle took care of it.
You're gonna freaking pull your son out the damn garage.
Let's watch back.
I got the camera going. We're all right.
Brake was on. All right.
On the spot.
On the spot.
Only takes 10 minutes to start. So call today at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000.
No, can't do it. I don't know about you, but opening those doors never gets old. But for real, it's sweet to go back in time sometimes. Car made 320 horsepower or something.
Yeah.
So should run pretty good. Should be a blast to drive, and at least we got another car back on the road. So let's go. Bring out all your old cars from the 90s. Let's go. Where's the camera on you guys? That's what.
Oh, that's why I put it down.
Only 48 more seconds of it.